So, guys, say hi to Echo. Feel free to ask anything. I mean, it's been a while since we had Echo and or also like anyone else, man. Like we've been like so busy over the past weeks. But you know, since the last time, I was able to meet Echo in person, which was very nice. By the way, Echo, I'm glad that you're about my size. You know, a bit more broad, you're a bit more muscular than me, that's for sure. But did you saw the Orange video?
Yeah. I like this video, man. He did a good job with that
He
thing.
did an awesome job.
He's such a creative guy.
Yeah. I loved it. And I already was expecting, like, he has like this like movie, you know, like he wants to like to direct and acting, and it was nice. I loved it. And the part that I did love is like we both look like so small next to Misery and Orange. Like they are like so big, and we look like actual children, man.
No, well, I mean, you and I are not the tallest people in the world, but they are both giants. They're both very like overly tall compared to like a normal person.
I will say like we're both like above average, you know, like maybe in the States. I think the States, like you guys are slightly taller than in Portugal. Here I am like above average. Yeah, I'm like
really?
5'10". Yeah, like they are most of the guys usually tend to be like slightly smaller than me, maybe like a few inches. But yeah, I'm good. But yeah, if you're gonna go to the north of Europe, like to Sweden, like Finland, like you always see like these tall women, tall guys, and it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. I'm always, there's always someone that's taller than me, and by a lot too. But either way, he was I watched this video. Did you ever watch Lost? The show Lost.
Yeah.
So, remember when the plane crashes and he wakes up on the sand and the beach?
Yeah.
It reminds me of when he was like waking up on the grass after he goes through the portal. I thought it was good.
Yeah, the portal, like at first when he was doing like the thing in the airport, I was like, what is he doing? And then I saw the loading of the Audi Immortal, and then I saw it. When you meet Indez, who can bench more? Like, we did not do that. Okay, first of all, I didn't know that there was a gym, but you went to the gym?
No, man, I didn't go to the gym. I slept in during the day. I always have a hard time going to the gym on these trips because you're up late at night talking with everybody, and you're up. They got us up early in the morning to go to the events, so I've always found it tough to go to the gym. But no, I didn't.
No, I'm happy you didn't go because like this, I don't feel bad that you didn't call me. So
no. Yeah, I would have had a good pump then too for the day, but I was pretty flat all the time because I never got that pump on. But no, I definitely would have called you if I was going to the gym.
Yeah, like no, but it's like the now that we've been through that, and I've been through that, like it's actually for me was like super exhausting, exciting, but like super draining. And how many hours was for you like the travel?
The travel, I mean, the flight itself was 6 hours, so it is long, but not excessively long.
So just one flight?
Yeah, it was just one flight. It was a direct flight. I get really lucky.
Nice.
And yes, David, Indez definitely as sexy as he is on his streams. Very manly looking man. Yes. So, and then it was it was like 2 hours to the airport, and then, it was a full day, 6 hours flying, about an hour and a half driving, and then an hour cab ride to where we're supposed to go. So it was a full day, but it wasn't the worst in the world. It's just, it was your first time there, and I feel like you were trying to engage in everything that was going on. You wanted to not miss a thing. You wanted to talk to everyone. You were up late doing you just didn't want to miss a thing.
Yeah.
So you probably got a little bit more out of things than I did just because, I went to bed probably a little bit earlier, and, it wasn't my first time there. So although it was still exciting and awesome, I didn't feel like I need to get everything done this time because I've been there a few times. So, but I completely get where you came from. You went and you said, I'll sleep when I get home type of a thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I did. And I came back and I slept for the whole day. My wife thought I was dead at some point.
Oh, that's funny.
I fell asleep at like 1, 2 p.m. and I woke up on the next day. And she
God.
came and checked on me like in the middle of the night, like around like midnight, just to see if I was well. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And I just
You know
slept
what's
like that.
good? It's good none of us got sick. Usually after these trips, you hear people going away and like someone comes back with COVID, everyone's sick, but no one that I've heard of got sick. Everyone was all us Blizzard people are healthy. We don't get those kinds of things.
Yeah, I remember I watched like a video from DM that I think he went or to Blizzard or the Path of Exile something ExileCom or something like that, and he came back and he was like absolutely sick out of his mind, and like, you know, all this coffee. But yeah, for me, no, man. I mean, like, we are healthy dudes, man. Like, we have a lot of like resistance inside of the game, you know.
Yeah, we do. We do have a lot of resistance.
So
how's your community like in the Druid, man? I mean, we've been sitting on this information now for 2 weeks. How's everyone enjoying it?
I think like the reaction that I was expecting, it is similar, because I felt like a lot of people were on the fence, like probably like you and me, like you saw, okay, it's gonna be the Druid. It's like, okay, you know, we already have like in Diablo 4, Diablo 2, you know, you already know how the Druid looks like. But I feel like they actually, because the expectations maybe they were a bit lowered, a lot of people actually got excited after they saw the gameplay. I don't think people were expecting like such an active gameplay, and he does like so many things. He has pets, he has like the bear, he has a werewolf, so he also is a healer. So I feel like he actually will drag so many people to try and play the build, just because there's so many types of people that will like a certain type of playstyle on it, and I think that's what people liked. But chat, what do you guys thought about it? Like, tell Echo, what do you thought?
Yeah, I mean,
on your community.
A lot of positive feedback, actually. Even myself, like when we went to go try out the Druid, I played it in D4 just because I wanted to kind of test it out, because I didn't play it in D2. I wanted to feel what it was like. I played it, and it was fun. You know, you run around as a werewolf, as a bear. But in Diablo Immortal, man, I even did an interview that comes out tomorrow where I talk about this. It's just different. It's just better in Diablo Immortal. Like, it's just being able to summon the wolves and the bear brings another whole element. Being able to be the bear or the wolf, just how they play, they just feel so brutal. And like you mentioned, the ability to what was the one with the stones that come up out of the ground?
Surging stones.
Dude, that thing is unbelievable. It literally takes up the entire screen, that skill. I don't know. It's a really fun class to play. I agree. Someone in your chat said before everyone's going to be running around as a druid. I kind of agree. We'll probably see 75% druids running around the game. And for good cause. It's good.
Yeah, it's because a lot of people. No, I feel like a lot of people will try it out. You know, they're probably gonna play for the week. Then probably then it's gonna be like 50%, and by the end of like the third and fourth week, probably half of the people are going back to their mains, or you know. But I always say, like, you know, we don't have like this big of a content in Diablo Immortal as often, so it's nice to try. Like, I see a few hard-headeds, like people, oh, why would I try this? Everyone is gonna play Druid, blah blah blah. But I mean, the reality is, like, I mean, like, we don't have like that much happening in Diablo Immortal for you to not consider just trying a new class, you know?
Yeah, it's the newest and biggest content that we're gonna get out of the year, hands down. Yeah, there's no reason to not try it. And with the whole system for swapping classes, they make it so easy. And if I know that some people are like anti-class swaps because of how it kind of messes up your gear a tiny bit if you have it really min-maxed. Then you could just start a new class or something just to test it out. You know, I mean, there's tons of ways. They gave us the 4 different ways that we could do it. You know.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
People were asking like if there's gonna be a new dungeon. I did not see any new dungeon. Did you? Maybe it was Eden.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't see a new dungeon either. But there was also, if you recall, there was the quest that we weren't able to play while we were there either. It wasn't playable for us.
It didn't finish the quest. Yeah.
I don't think that there's going to be a new dungeon. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it. Give us the dungeon later, you know?
If there is, maybe whenever they open the... Like, I still... Like, this is me, like, with the entire Copium, okay? I feel like maybe whenever we finish the quest and we open Charvel Wilds, like the whole map, maybe a segment of the parts that are unlocked, maybe there's gonna be a dungeon there. That's what I maybe, you know, maybe they're gonna. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. So there's still hope. There's still hope. Why they didn't the previous older? Why they did not update the previous older Phantom cosmetics for Tempest or the Druid? So pretty much what he's asking, like new cosmetics. You know, the old cosmetics are not gonna be applied to the Druid the same way as they were not gonna be applied to the Tempest. I know that whenever they do a rerun of old Phantom cosmetic, they update for the new classes, so that may happen. But I just think like it's because it's too much work. You know, there's like how many cosmetics there are in the game. You know, like new class, you will have to do like probably like 50 or 100 new cosmetics. Like I feel like, even though I understand. I also understand, like, from the Blizzard side, that probably is going to be like a huge amount of work.
Yeah. Well, what they do with the Battle Pass cosmetics, I know those are different than Phantom Market, of course, but they give you the ability to buy the more expensive Battle Pass, the $15 one, then you can get those tokens to get some of the other cosmetics from the past on your. So that's their answer for that, because they can't redo all those cosmetics for a $5 Battle Pass. I understand where people are coming from, though. Like, I spent $170 on a Phantom Market cosmetic, and now the new class doesn't support it. So I know that they did, though. Didn't they reissue one, and it came out with the Tempest and the Blood Knight being supported?
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, whenever they rerun them, they actually update with the new class. So the Burning Valor and the one like with the Pharaoh, the Egyptian ones, you know, like remember that banner? So they kind of update. And I think that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna release new ones, and whenever they rerun a certain Phantom cosmetic banner, they're actually gonna do that. But I kind of wanted to ask you, because like on the video of Oren, he actually mentioned like that you were running around like always as a werewolf. What is that about? Like, tell me that story, because like I was not next to you, but I guess he was like kind of a meme.
Dude, the werewolf. I didn't play. So last night I was putting together my video for today, and I'm sifting through 6 hours of footage. I'm like, Jesus freaking Christ, how the hell am I going to get all this like in the perfect spot? So what I decided to do with my video was I just cut it up into segments that I thought were like some of the more impactful content, and I just spoke over it rather than me trying to make a 40-minute video where every second was at the proper spot, because it would have been too much of a thing. Throughout doing that, I realized like I didn't play a lot of the bear. And in speaking to some other people, including my interview that I had, the bear is many people's favorite. But I got so into this werewolf because, man, tell me when you were using the werewolf and you finally realized that it had that primal ability to do the dash that you could hold down and run like... That run was so fast, man. It was unbelievable. It's going to be so hard for people to go back and move at a normal speed after feeling how fast you can run. I would run from the bottom of West March up to the bounty board and back, all in the same primal power. I was testing out how far it would go. It was unbelievable how fast it was. And then I had 2 summons going along with it as well, which makes you, I believe it was 15% faster per summons. It's crazy. So I was just so stuck on the speed of that werewolf.
You were speed maxing on the Druid.
I was speed running the game, man. It's fun. I mean, it's definitely fun. People are gonna. When I first felt that, because I didn't realize it, and then one of the guys sitting next to me said, "You gotta try this and just hold down the dash button." Yeah. And I was like, "Oh my god!" And that's what I spent a lot of time doing, just running through the game, the first time I actually used it, I was just like jumping, you know, and was actually someone next to me that said, "Hey, did you try to long press?" And whenever I did, I had the same reaction as you. And it's gonna be the same reaction that, okay, maybe not for them now, because they probably are already seeing content. And, you know, if you already, but it's still, it is gonna be really fast whenever you're actually gonna use the werewolf. But everyone in that room, whenever like everyone started to figure it out, like you could actually run like extremely fast werewolf, everyone was like,
Holy moly!
I know. I think people are still going to be surprised because when you actually feel how fast that is, it's pretty crazy. I mean, honestly, there's a few skills that you get with this class that are just they're like must use. Unfortunately, you can't use them all at the same time because three of them take primal power, so you really can't use them all. But I mean, you got the wolf that's gonna be great if someone's trying to farm, get around quickly, wants to jump idols inside of PvP. You have the bear, which is going to be probably the tankiest character inside of the game. Yeah. And then you have Stone Surge that is, I think it's going to be used for PvP and for PvE. It's going to be great for farming. It's both of them. Great for CCing.
Yeah, it's great. Are we going to have 2 gem slots anytime soon? I don't think so, and I hope not. Please do not bring more gems.
I don't hate the idea of gem slots just because I can then use some of my gems, but I don't think that's coming either. It's not anything that we were able to test. So if we didn't test it, I don't think it's coming.
Is it like the majority of the things we tested there, and even like now on the patch? Did you saw? I don't know. I saw like on the Moz video, there's gonna be like this new event for the Druid that you're gonna be able to speed run a dungeon, and one of the prizes. Look at this. If you get the #1 spot in the world of the best time running that dungeon, as a Druid, you're actually going to be able to work with the Blizzard developers to name the future instance for the Druid.
What? I want a Porsche. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you want a Porsche? Like, I mean, then we have to move to China.
I know. That's pretty. I like that. That's actually really cool that they're doing that. We see a lot of cool events like that going on over in China, and they don't do it here in North America at all. So that's cool. I mean, speed, dude. That's gonna be fun because, like I said, that wolf is so quick. You're gonna be able to optimize the speed, optimize the route, and just crush that. I mean, I'm not going to win, but it's going to be fun to watch people that are competing.
Yeah, I won. I mean, I won, but like server-wise, like you remember, like it was like last year or something. There was like these speed run events through multiple dungeons that you had like to get like the best time on the dungeon. So on that, I actually got like rank 1. I used to sweat a lot for that on this, but you know, like that's like server-wise and class inside one class. So. Now it's gonna be like every single player competing on every server in the world. So probably we're gonna see like very sweaty people. I don't think that I'm gonna win at all.
A lot of competition, but hey, you never know.
Yeah, no, you never know. I'm gonna try my best. I always do, but it was too long, that event. Yeah, that event was slightly long. Hopefully this one's not gonna be as long. Do you guys think there will come a new dungeon with the speed dungeon? No, the dungeon itself that you're gonna speed is gonna be Mad Kings, the one with the skeletons. So you know what? I think there are gonna be sweats that gonna actually go and change their reforges to put like the skeleton damage, you know, on the reforges. So you're gonna be able to just do more damage inside the dungeons. People are crazy. People go crazy. Maybe I'm already giving some stretch that I shouldn't.
Maybe you are, man. Maybe you are. Hey, did you get the Phantom Market cosmetic? And if so, or if not, what does your community think of that cosmetic?
I did got it. It's like it always happens the same with almost every cosmetic. It's like on the artwork, it looks awesome. Then whenever you see it on the Phantom cosmetic screen, it looks good, but less than the artwork. And then whenever you are playing with the character, it doesn't look as good, in my opinion. Most of them, I feel like this one, like from what I was seeing in the character that I'm also gonna show them, it's very blue. I was not expecting that it was gonna be this blue. And I like the same problem with the guts, because the guts actually was like one of my favorites, but then it was like super red.
Really, guts was one of your favorite? It wasn't one of my favorite.
No, I'm saying that the guts, which, you know, I thought it was going to be one of my favorites, actually it was not, because it was so red. It was like just too much like glowy. And I feel like whenever I look at like these dark, you know, more I wanted like to not be as glowy. I wanted to be like more, like some dark shadows and but they always make like super like shiny and which most of the Phantom cosmetics I don't think I'll actually buy any of them if I was not Diablo partner, to be fair.
I would probably buy one that would be like my favorite.
Which one?
If I say, oh man, if I'm gonna
that one you showed me the last time with similar to this one.
Oh yes, I mean that's the Inarius one. It's the Prophet's Prophecy.
Yeah,
man, that one is really great. And if you're a barbarian, Hatred's Heritage is the best one.
I don't think I have that one.
That's the one where everyone is like bloody, like, and it's the Lilith themed one.
Can you share your screen? Can you share your screen?
I'm in Tempest right now, and it doesn't do itself justice in Tempest. It'd be better if you Googled Tempest or Barbarian Hatred's Heritage. It's the best barbarian skin.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Diablo Immortal, Barbarian, Heritage.
Hatred's Heritage. Yeah.
Hatred.
It's, in my opinion, the best for Barbarian.
I think I know. Oh, this is the one you always using on the thumbnails.
Always, dude. It's the best. It's the best looking Barbarian. Yeah. There's a reason I use that one.
I don't know this one. So he's talking about this cosmetic right here. This.
Look at the axes on that thing. It's so big. The helmet's perfect. Yeah. It's got blood. It's just awesome.
When was this? It's like probably one of the first ones now.
It was a while ago. It doesn't look good on all the classes though. Like on the Tempest, it doesn't look awesome.
It's mainly primary. It's mainly Barbarian, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks best on Barbarian, but honestly, in my opinion, most cosmetics look best on Barbarian.
True.
But yeah, like if I was not a partner, I'd probably buy one of the cosmetics because they're just better, right? They're just better than most of the others. And that would be the one that I would have gotten. Yeah. And I saw your chat asking, will Echo be playing Druid at launch? I am going to be playing Druid the moment that I can swap classes. I'll be swapping the Druid, and I'll probably be playing it for a few months. I played Blood Knight for 2 or 3 months. I played Tempest for 2 months. I'll probably play Druid for more. I like big tanky classes, and you could do big tanky things with the Druid. So
it's so versatile, man.
Yeah,
and there is a chance that might get the AFK farming.
It is going to have AFK farming. It's got summons, so can't you just keep your wolves out with you and go stand somewhere?
But I don't know if you know, but like while on the testing, AFK farming was the first build I ever tried. I was going through, like I'm not joking. I went through the answers I saw, and I was like, okay, we have the fire wolves, and they have these pants that whenever the wolves attack, is gonna heal you. And so I was like, bro, this 100% AFK farming. I went to open world and the pets were not attacking. And I was like, I called
Wait, you mean the summons weren't attacking?
Yeah, the summons were not attacking. So people were attacking you, the mobs were attacking you, but they were not attacking back. They were just like standing. And I called them and I said to the dev, and I was like, bro, are you guys like nerfing like AFK farming? And they were like, no. And I was like, yeah, but you see, like, the pets are not attacking. They were supposed to. And it was like, okay, let me call this guy here. And he called, like, a guy. And then they start, like, taking, like, notes, like, what was happening and things. And so hopefully they're going to fix it in time until the launch, because they were not attacking. They were just, like, standing there. And they will only attack the mobs if you send them to attack. But that's it.
Was that the bear too? You did that with the bear as well?
Both of them. No, but the bear, you cannot AFK farm with it because it's temporary. So the bear will attack.
Doesn't respawn itself.
Yeah, it doesn't respawn itself. So
it's more like the golem with the necromancer, and the wolves are more like the skeletons with the necromancer.
Yeah, but I am sure that in the future we're gonna have an answers like necromancer has, that you're gonna have the golem like 100% uptime.
There's definitely a lot of essences and a lot of skills that are similar to others. Like the bear really reminds me a lot of the golem, and then you have the different forms of the bear, which reminds me of different forms of the golem. Skeletons are like the wolves, and there's even that, man, what was it? I don't remember the names. When I was reading through the essence names today, I forgot the name. But did you see that skill or that essence that gives you 3 minutes of buff time?
Yeah,
it kind of reminds me of like
Rabbit's Might.
it's kind of like it doesn't prevent you from dying, but it's like an undying rage type effect, but possibly stronger. What is it? 25% more.
Yeah,
brutal
25% more
for 3
HP
minutes.
for 3 minutes, and you
3
give
minutes.
to your allies 12.5. And the
That's
broken thing,
insane.
Echo. So you know, like those standard affixes that you can grind,
Yeah.
like so on the Rabbit's Might, you can get up to 36% more damage increase. While so you get 25% more HP plus 36% more damage if you get like the 4 out of 4, which makes it like
Can we use that in bear form? That's the question.
yeah,
Because bear form is
no, you're gonna use it. You're gonna use it. You're gonna buff up. You're gonna go into bear. And the thing that I saw that a lot of people were not doing, which is like the optimal way of playing with it, is like every few seconds you should go outside for human form. You buff up, and then you go back to it. So you put your thorns. You put like your Rabbit's Might again, because it's gonna give you like these 3 charges of immunity to CC, and then you go to bed again. And yeah, that's rotation is gonna be good. And while I was playing like that, actually there was like this girl, like this UI designer that you and me, then we spoke with her like later on. Remember?
yeah, she was awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
she was
great.
awesome. She was awesome. So she came and she sat next to me, like asking questions, and I was telling like, I would love while I'm in the bear form to see whenever I have the cooldowns active, you know, because like you press the Rabbit's Might, you press the thorns, and you go into the bear, right? And now you have your skills in cooldown, but while you are in the bear form, you cannot see. You cannot see. So I was like, sometimes what it was happening, I was going out of the bear form, and I still had things in cooldown. So then I had to stay there for like 2-3 seconds. So it was not optimized. So I had to get better at rotation. But maybe it's like gonna be some memory muscle. If you can do that.
Yeah. Well, it's also something that we haven't really spoken about much is it's more difficult to play the Druid in a way because you're managing another resource that we're not used to managing and having the uptime on that. But also when you swap to an alternate form, you're getting 3 additional skills basically. So you're having like 2 skill bars. So not that it's difficult, but it's a learning curve for people that aren't used to having that, which is everyone at this point in time. So it is a little bit more difficult because you're managing 2 different sets of abilities and uptimes of them both.
Yeah.
So it's all going to be.
I think like the Druid is going to be like a class that's. It has I mean, the class, it's easy to get in. But I think it's going to be hard to master, especially because, like, as you said, like we have the primal power, and there are a few instances that, you know, if you're going to use these instances, that is going to give you like 20% crit, it's going to cost you, instead of 5, it's going to cost you 15. So, you know, that's a big chunk of duration that you're taking out of your transformation. So there are definitely some cool stuff, and I'm really excited, man. I'm just excited, like, to keep trying to understand, like, what is actually better, because, like, we did not have, like, that much time, you know? Like, we had, like, a few hours, then a lot of these hours, they were cut off because, you know, you and me, we had the interview to none, then we were, like, speaking with the devs, we were giving feedback, so in reality, I think I got probably like some 6-7 hours, like in 2 days of like actual gameplay.
I would say that's a lot, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
for it.
Plus, it's like, unless if you're min-maxing your time in front of that, like you're exploring, you're seeing what's out there, you're testing out the class. Like, it's not like 8 hours playing a class that you already know. Like, you had to learn everything about this class and then start to test things out. Plus, you have 60 new essences versus just getting 1 new essence per piece of gear that you would get from a class. So, you know, it was limited how much progress we could get in that time. But I think that a lot of progress was made. And also, like I said, you mentioned, and I forget her name, that woman that we were both talking to in that room. I don't remember her name either. But you know, when an opportunity comes up like that to speak to someone that makes the game, I'll put the game down any day of the week to go talk to that person and to have that conversation versus playing the game. So that happened a bunch of times as well, you know, and also talking to creators, you know, it's a great part of the opportunity.
Yeah, you can always play like later on, you know. It's like I had like a few objectives. It was like, okay, I want to make like a farming build, a dungeon build, and a PvP build, you know. And I'm gonna try to break the game. Once I did, it's like, okay, you know, I'm done. I'm gonna just enjoy the rest. And Blast is asking, can you open the beta and show us? Unfortunately, we can't. We can only show footage, but I cannot come here on the live stream and open the private server. I feel like it's because like there's a lot of bugs, and maybe it's gonna show things that they don't want to show, or it's not a stable build for me to come here and stream. Even though I would love to. And
in addition to that, there's things, at least in the dev build that we were playing, there's things that aren't coming out yet. And there's things that we may have seen in the dev build that aren't supposed to be seen yet. So we can't share that stuff yet. I'm not saying that there's a ton of things. No. I'm just saying that, you know, there was potentially things there that if we were in a dev build and live, you know, I'm sure Indez thought, let's go live. We'll go in the dev build and really just play it now. I'm sure that you were thinking that. But that may have been you that brought up the question, actually.
Yeah. No, I did. You know,
there you go.
I was like, hey, can I, you know, because it will make my life easier. You know, I don't have to record. I don't have to do these things. I
understand why they said no, though. That's not new to Blizzard. I have dev builds for a bunch of the Supercell games as well, and most of the time they don't want you to stream it because it's unstable or because it's going to show things that we're not supposed to share yet.
Yeah. But talking about that, they actually so much better now, the access to the private server. Did you access it?
I didn't even try to. I have access.
So you just used the footage from the other one.
I just used the footage from the other one. Yep, that was the plan that I had going in. The patch notes, actually, we got a little bit early, so that was nice, so I could, you know, kind of become more aware, because I forgot the names of all the essences and all that. I still don't remember them all. You know, there were so many. But, yeah, that's how I decided to put it together. And now I'm sure that all creators, myself, you, and others alike, are going to be putting out over the next, you know, couple of weeks, a whole bunch of stuff for the Druid.
Yeah.
So...
You saw that Abo came back. I actually texted Abo. I was like, welcome back, brother.
He's live right now, man. He's live right now.
He's live? No fucking way.
Yeah, he was live. He was live before too. That's what his...
Oh, that's why he did not answer. Oh.
Yeah, he's live. You and him are the only two, at least that I subscribe to, that are live right now. Yeah. Farming for Druid.
Seriously.
I mean, I don't want to mess with his life, but I kind of wanted to type. Do you want to join? Do you want to join on the call? Should I type for him to join us? Do you want to join on the call?
Sure, have him join.
With me and Echo. We are also live. I didn't know.
Hey, he's stealing your viewers, man.
I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm happy. I'm happy to donate some viewers.
2 months.
I'm happy he's live too.
Yeah,
what is he live saying? Is he live shitting on it, or is he live being positive about it?
Return is boost.
You never know with Habanas.
No,
he's into that one like for 2 months.
Okay, he's gonna read my message now.
Okay.
Hey Indez, do you wanna join on the call with me and Nico? We're also live. No, I will skip today when I'm...
Why is he always in the dark? I feel like it's always nighttime where he is.
Thank you, though.
Okay. He said we'll skip this one. Well, guys, we tried. No, but it's good, man. I mean, like, you know what I did the other day? Because I remember, like, Abo told me that whenever Tempest came out, it was like his one of these moments. He's like just started like popping off, you know, like his channel like had this huge pop up. So I remember I was like, okay, let me see what he actually did. So I was like, did he do like a build up? But no, he was actually did not do like he just posted the builds, and the builds they got like, you know, 60,000 views, you know. But yeah, it was not like something like different. It was just like, yeah, it just got probably early builds or something. And that's what the Maw did today, man. Like Maw posted like fucking like all the builds, like but I'm actually on the fence because you know, I also post builds, I also do builds, and I also did builds, but I'm a bit cautious that if I make like a build now, and because we played the private testing server like from like 1 month and something ago, right? And like from that time to the live version, there are already things that changed, and that's why I actually went to this new version of the PTR. There are a few things on the answers that they changed. Not a lot, so don't get like scared. Like your video probably still fine.
I'm not scared.
Yeah, but they made us a few tweaks.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No,
go
after you. No, I was going to say I'm not making any builds from the old footage that I have either. I actually I chose to slow roll content this time around rather than to, because in the past I've done you know, a bunch of videos. Day one happens, pop them all out. But I know we were talking about it yesterday, and I decided after our conversation I'm going to slow roll it. I noticed you didn't take that advice. I think you were the one giving the advice and you didn't take it.
No, I'll tell you why. And I should have done that because you see the views. The views didn't.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, didn't do well. But I have a lot, like, I was having this discussion. I talk like with my wife like about these things. She's not a YouTuber, but you know, I have a lot of content, and the reality is like, I just wanted to post, you know, and I feel like it's fucked that you can literally just post like one video. And because if not, because she was like, oh no, post it today, post like post 3, post like the interview of 2, because tomorrow you're gonna have like new things to post. And I was like, okay, let's try again. Even though like inside I kind of know what's gonna bite me in the ass, I was still, okay, honey, let me try. And I know I talked with you, and I went for it, and it's fucked, man. I don't know why. It's so for those. I'm just gonna give some context for everyone that is here. So me and Echo yesterday we were talking that if you post 2 videos, because me and him we actually posted 2 videos. One was we did our daily videos, and then we did the one that the Druid was coming out, and that whenever you make a second video, it actually fucks up like the reach. So I was saying, and that was my plan. I was just gonna plan to do this first look, the Druid skills and essence, and that's about it. But then like I decided to post these other 2, and look how bad they fucking are. Like 600 views and 300 views. This is terrible for my channel, you know. And I don't know why. I think it's just like the algorithm or something like that.
Yeah, part of it. Plus, you have to think about, like, if we talk YouTube real quick, I mean, how YouTube puts out content, right? YouTube puts out content to your subscriber base first, based off of how well they interact with the content. They'll then push it out further. And there's a portion of subscriber burnout. Right? Your first video today, I don't know, how long was it? 50 minutes long? You know, they may not have, after maybe they only have an hour a day to watch content because they're adults. And after that 50 minutes, maybe they didn't have time to watch your 30-minute interview. And then, you know, after that, your 13-minute other video.
Yeah.
The reaction. When I used to think about this when I used to cover Clash of Clans. I would do daily videos. I'm like, when I think of like my favorite TV shows, I'll watch the hour show during the week. And then I can't wait for the next episode that would come the week after. Would I still feel that great about it if I was watching it daily? So it really I thought a lot about, you know, maybe daily content's not the play, whatever it may be. But sometimes I think there is a subscriber burnout. And if it's getting sent to your subscribers, they're noticing it, but they're not watching it, they may just, that may be
so basically in TLDR the chat is the guilty one, right? You guys did not watch the video.
No, it's chat's fault, not ours.
Yeah,
fault.
it's chat's fault. Guys, you guys did not watch the videos, man. What are you doing?
Plus,
Go
live
watch.
all day. They're watching you live all day. They can't watch 3 videos and you
That's
live.
true.
You're
That's true. Imagine now we're losing like 50 viewers because everyone went to watch.
yeah.
No, that's also true. Like I see, like I have like 2 bumps. One, and actually they might be right. My channel has like a bump, like after, like when you post, like we post around like the same time, and after I stopped going live. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah, like around like 8. There's like I mean, when I say a bump, I'm not talking like a huge curve. I'm saying like a small, you know, and then it goes back again. Then like next day there's a small bump, but then it's like starts dying out.
Yeah. Well, I feel like for me, like the morning time when people watch, then it trickles down throughout the day, and then that video again in the morning around 8 or 9 a.m. will get another smaller bump because maybe people, you know,
it's the best time for like worldwide that I noticed.
Yeah,
like we probably have like same community and like same like your time. Like whenever you look at your analytics, I'm sure like it's like same as mine.
Probably.
We're just like different time zones, but it's we are still like a 1 week away from the Druid, man. You know, like, and it just feels like we're in the waiting room right now. Like I like since I came from Blizzard, I'm like, yeah, I'm playing Barbarian. I'm having trying to have some fun, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, man, I just want to play the Druid, man. So sometimes off stream, I was hopping like on the private server, just playing a bit around, and I think the interview should have dropped a couple of days ago. Too much content is coming out at the same time, it gets lost. Yeah, that's probably true. It's like the problem was like we have these embargo dates, man, and the embargo dates makes it too, but it's intentional. They want like that at 2 p.m. in my case, that every YouTuber, you know, everybody like IGN, like their official YouTube channel, ours, and it's like everyone posts like Diablo Immortal content at the same time about the Druid, and then hopefully it's gonna have a huge flux and, you know, like organic reach, then just like being everything like spread out.
Yeah, no, I agree. But it also makes it difficult because people can only watch so much, right?
Yeah.
So it's not, we expect to have this huge blow up of, oh my God, the Druid's out, but also 25 other content creators put out the same videos, you know, very similar, at least the same information. I know the videos are different, but
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, and the thing is also like people might watch like your video or like imagine they watch your video. And then if they go to mine and it's like similar information, they're probably gonna check, but then they're gonna, you know, it's like, okay, I already know this, you know. That's like goes back to the other day when I told you like you posted the video and literally it was already recorded, I already had the thumbnail, and I looked at it and was like, bro, it was too equal. Like even like the Reddit post order, it really felt like, and that's like the thing, like it felt like I watched your video and very quickly I went and I did my video. and it's like sometimes it's just coincidence because like there's only so much thing. But I was like, fuck, dude, this actually, you know, it's just gonna. And I know it doesn't matter to you, but it will just feed like the copy paste shit that I don't want, you know.
I think it's most often coincidence. There have totally been times that I've made new player guides, and it was like a day after you, and I didn't even realize it. It's just there. Sometimes there's limited content, so you and I are looking through the same Reddit and forum posts, and we're like, "Oh, these will make good videos," and we're both, you know, we know what people want to see. Yeah. So it happens, and you know, I think it's more often that than someone. I'm not saying there aren't creators that just come and like say, "Oh, I'm going to make that same video," but more often than not, it's just coincidence.
Yeah, no, it's like one of the things I actually took. Like, did you interacted like with you interacted like with every content creator, right? Whenever you were in Blizzard,
just about, just about.
Most like I'll tell you something because like I was hyped to meet you guys, but I actually was also very interested on speaking with people that they were like from other sources. Like, so we had Smiley from Raid Shadow Legends. We had Blitz. So they were basically together all the time. And then like Cheese Cool.
She's cool.
She's cool. I actually didn't had like a lot of time to interact with him. I felt like it just like was just the nature of the events. Like sometimes like we will just not be in the same, like we were like in different groups on the tour, then like we were like in different places during the event. So yeah, next time I'm gonna put a request to be like next to the cool boys. I was like,
I was hanging out with Chisco a lot. I've known him for 5 or 6 years now, just through YouTube. So it was pretty cool to be able to see him. That was the first time I've ever met him in person too. So I spent a lot of time with him. But he's a long time good friend, really great content creator as well. But yeah, I like meeting all those different people, especially when, I shouldn't say especially, but also when they're not from the space. Like there were definitely creators that they brought in to do promotional content, so they could try it and then promote it to their communities to get more people into Diablo Immortal. And it's cool. Like Blitz, it was cool talking to him and learning a lot about what excited him about YouTube, how he was getting things to blow up on his channel. And, I mentioned to you before the trip that these trips are inspirational, and you're going to come back with a full tank and you're going to be like ready to hit YouTube and crush it. And most of that is because of the other creators that you meet and the inspiration that you get from them. And then, of course, the developers and seeing how much they love the game that you're invested in. It's always nice to see. Everyone says Blizzard, they're just so money hungry. All they care about is getting money from the game. But I couldn't disagree more with the people that I meet. Everyone has love for the game.
Yeah.
Now, there's definitely people that are in the monetization area that potentially just want to make as much from the game. But the people that make the game, they love it.
But the reality is like probably it's their job, right?
Yeah.
Because if you were hired so your job is being part of like the monetization team department, and your professional goals are aligned to how much money is actually the game is making, then yeah, absolutely you're gonna try to find your ways to do that, because it's for your own benefit, and that's why you got hired to do. So I feel like it's unfair. It's like the same way saying, oh my god, like look at this YouTuber, he's trying to get more views.
Yeah.
You're just like doing your job. But yeah,
it's true. It's a good point.
It was like actually very, very interesting. The whole thing. Sergio is saying that we should do a duo queue in the Battlegrounds convoy. We can't. Like he's from the US and I'm from Europe. Which I feel like in the future, I hope like this block will actually go away. Anything else you wanna add like to this whole thing?
No, man. I mean everything's about Druid, but there's other cool stuff too. Like the new gear is cool. The other stuff that's coming to the game is cool. But I'm just excited to hear that people are hyped about the Druid. It could have gone either way, right? Because it's not something that's brand new. But I'm happy to hear that people are excited about it. And bringing the tanky class to the game was going to always excite me. So I'm feeling it.
Same with me. I'm a bear guy.
Yeah.
I'm a bear guy, man. So Echo, thank you so much for coming here for a bit. I hope to see you more times here on the stream. And I'll see you maybe on a video also on Echoes. So guys, if you still didn't subscribe, which I doubt, go there to Echo Gaming Diablo. Subscribe to his channel because, well, he's been a legend, a true legend in Diablo Immortal. And I hope that one day you're going to have an NPC inside Diablo Immortal. That'll be really cool.
Everything has the name Echo in it in the game. I don't know if you've noticed it.
Dawning Echo.
Oh, everything's an Echo.
Echo. Oh, echoing shade. Yeah.
Yeah, echoing shade. All these things. Oh man, thanks for having me on the channel, brother. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching.
All right. Cheers, brother. Cheers.
Peace out.